All right.
Let's see. Of course, it always takes it a minute to happen on my end.
It's all good. It's technology.
I love technology. Somebody's watching some in the land of somewhere. It may be YouTube. Sometimes it connects faster, which is so weird. You would think that YouTube would take longer.
You would think, yeah.
Here we are. Let me get. Um, I can't stand to hear my voice. All right, 2 seconds. Let me send that. Send it down. All right. Hey, Georgia. Hey, Melanie. So this is Ashleigh with Trendy Tree and Adam with Nice Designs by Adam. We're typically live on Wednesdays, but I cannot do it Wednesday because my children always have something. I hate y'all weren't on here about 30 seconds ago because my children were in here and doing the most. But Adam is going to be making a beautiful purple centerpiece for us tonight. Purple is going to be the hottest color for fall and Christmas. It was everywhere. Hey, Kim. Hey, Dawn. So I was so excited to be able to pull some shades of purple for him to use. Let's see, he is using a small wooden pot that we have used. We use this pot all the time. It's a great size. It's shorter, so you can use shorter stuff in it. You can use taller stuff in it to make it bigger. It's just a really great size. It's a 6-inch square, and then it's tapered. So it's super cute for a centerpiece. You can paint it. It's real wood. You can stain it if you want it to be darker. So that's just really a great piece. So you'll get that. Then you get a purple Queen Anne's lace bush. That's SA9018. I love this bush. It's one of my favorites. The color is just so pretty. Then we also have a berry filler bush. So it's going to be 62335 PU. I think that's going to be the kind of dusty looking one. Yeah, that's a great bush. That's great for any time, summer, but I think it's going to be really pretty for fall and going into Christmas. It's kind of got that Dusty Miller kind of look to it.
It does. I agree.
Very full. Then we've got lavender bush, 35039. I think that one's very pretty also. Lots of greenery on that one, really full, the very realistic leaves. And then you've got the little purple balls. So that's a good one. And then you've got the purple baby's breath, and it is the most vibrant purple.
Yes.
It may be my favorite color purple in the bunch. These are all different shades of purple mixed with different shades of green. So this is going to carry you this is going to be a year-round piece.
Absolutely.
You can pull this out. You can add a bow in there, stick it on a pick, put it in there to change the seasons out. You can put different things in there.
Absolutely.
There's going to be tons of purple stuff coming for fall and for Christmas. Picks and stuff you're going to be able to find. Going into the new year, you're going to be able to add Valentine's stuff in there. You're going to be able to add Easter, and then going into summer, so this is a piece that's really going to be a staple for you.
Yes.
So I am going to make Adam big and let him do his thing. And I will add, this is a kit. Really quickly, I'll give you the rundown of that kit. So you're going to get one of everything that I just mentioned. It's called the Shades of Purple Container Kit. But if you just type Adam's name in on our website, you'll be able to pull that up. And you're going to get one of everything. And it is $31.50. So that's going to save you some money instead of going in and buying the individual pieces. And then if you want to get a closer look at those specific products, there's an up-close picture of all of them laying together so you can see the different shades and how they blend together, and you can see that pot. So I will add that link in there. I'm going to come back here and make Adam big.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, John.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. So we're doing the shades of purple. Like she said, purple is going to be one of those colors that you're going to see a lot for this year, leading into the next year. Another hot color we've seen too, other than purple, is pink. So keep that in mind too, everyone. So here's our pot. I went ahead and added 1 block of foam in the bottom. Do we shrink? Did we shrink? Did we get disconnected?
Oh, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, you're okay. We didn't get disconnected.
No, I muted myself for a second because I clicked on Facebook and then I could hear my voice. So I muted me for a minute.
No,
Sorry.
No worries. So I went ahead and put a small piece of foam in the bottom first. And then we're going to measure, just kind of eyeball it.
Oh, I don't know what's happening.
And I just cut it with a knife a little bit. Not quite all the way through, but a little bit. But you're going to score it basically. And then you're going to be able just to pop it, like so. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of glue first on my pot over here, my glue pot. And adhere right into this pot. And then we're going to take some skewers just to secure it more and push that all the way down in the center, all the way down. You could also use Gaps and Crack filler spray too, everyone. Just you want to, when you use that, you want to just do it kind of halfway because it does expand quite a bit. If you put too much in there, it'll go overboard over your pot, and then there's basically no coming back from that. So if you want to use the Gaps and Crack, you can. Just make sure that you do it halfway. Let it set over a day. And if you still need more foam in it, you can add more foam a little at a time. That's my tip as far as that goes. All right, so now we've got, I'm going to use our greenery bush, the one that has all of these pretty.
I love that.
I love these leaves. They look very realistic. So we're going to use this as our base, as our greenery base, because of these gorgeous leaves on here. And I'm just going to snip them off really quickly. You can also use, let's just say you get this kit, but you want to do more greenery. Trinity Tree has a bunch of beautiful greeneries on there. So you could save this bush and use just one of their regular pretty greenery bushes.
We are actually getting, let's see, we're getting 3 pallets from Liberty Floral next week, and I believe 5 pallets from Craig Blackman. So next week will be a big shipment week, lots of new stuff, lots of fall, lots of Christmas. So the last little bit of fall, I know you were able to get a few of the pieces that you wanted, but I'm telling you, those Halloween picks and sprays, they sold like immediately.
Yes, because you cannot, Halloween black, for Halloween to find sprays for Halloween are very hard to find.
Really?
Yeah, most designers are having to spray paint greenery black in order to get black. Even Joann's, not to name drop, but Joann's, Michael's, and other places, they don't really have like black greenery a lot.
Well, that was a great one. The purple and orange, that one actually sold out faster.
I know, I couldn't even get a hold of that one. That's the one I wanted.
Oh my gosh, I wish you had told me because we found 2 more today and I almost messaged you and told you that I guess they shipped us too many.
Oh, did they? That's the thing to have.
Right. That never happens. Usually we're having to refund because we're 1 short. So anyway, we did. Let me just look and see if I still have those two.
Be sure to grab those flocked pumpkin guys too.
Oh, those flocked pumpkins are the best.
I love them. When I seen those, I was like, those are adorable. And they come in a hot color, pink.
Yes.
I actually designed something the other day with pink and orange for Halloween, which is totally unlike me, but I stepped out of my comfort zone.
You were way out of your comfort zone with that.
Yeah.
I guess those two.
But I did more of a hot pink, which is like that flocked pumpkin you guys have. It's like
Well,
a hot.
I'm gonna tell you, we have got some stuff coming in for Halloween that is pastel colors. It was everywhere.
Really?
Yes, pastel colors for Halloween. I know it's great, like the light pinks, the lavenders. Just
How well did the pastel do for you guys last year?
we didn't do much of it last year. Let's see. When we went to market to order for Halloween last year, the day we were supposed to fly out, Carrie was diagnosed with COVID.
Oh goodness. Okay.
So it was just me and Miss Jenny at market, and I was very cautious with ordering outside the box because I was new to go into market, and I didn't want to order a bunch of anything that was super trendy because you just never know if a trend is going to catch on or not, especially around here. You just never know. So I didn't do a lot of that. But Carrie, she really liked it. So we went a little deeper into it. Not a ton, but enough that if you want to make something in those colors, we've got enough stuff that you can.
Yeah. Okay.
We've got some ribbons coming to go with it. So I'm excited to see somebody. I can't wait to send it to somebody.
I'm a traditionalist. You know me. I like orange, my traditional orange, black, purple, green. But I do encourage those people to step outside of your comfort zone like I did and do something a little different. You know, especially if you're making things, you never know what somebody else is going to like.
Did you see my new signs?
I did see your new signs. Did you make those yourself, you and Carrie?
I did make those myself. All of the Trinity Tree signs are my designs. I designed all of those.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Ashleigh.
I know. That's my creative side. I can sit on Canva and put colors together and put stuff together all day, but if you handed me that handful of stuff that you have right there, I would be like, nah.
You want me to do what with what?
You want me to do, huh? You want me to make a mess? Thank you.
Now we're just going in with our berry bush here. And I made this a little larger than the pot, but you could scale it down if you wanted to.
Because that pot is only a 6-inch square. So if you want something bigger, you can definitely make it bigger. But I like it for a centerpiece because you can still see the other people sitting around you.
You can, absolutely.
There is nothing any worse than sitting at a table that's got a big old honking centerpiece in the middle of it, and you can't see anybody.
Yeah, you can't have a conversation with the person on the other side of you at all.
No, and I'm like, can we please set that tree in the floor because I can't see you.
I can't see you. I can't have a full-blown conversation with you and your floral piece.
No, I can't feel like I'm talking to this whole thing.
So all I'm doing is just taking this and working it all around, making sure when you're doing an all-around arrangement, be sure that you are, turning it all the way around so you get it from all sides. And we call that a round arrangement. If you were doing it one-sided, you would only see it from one side. Wanted that, you can absolutely do a one-sided arrangement. There's nothing wrong with that.
No. Marguerite. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Marquarite. Marguerite?
Marguerite?
That's what I would think. This is her first live tutorial. She's been watching for 2 years and she's been trying to craft for 20 years. Well, I've been trying to learn about this for a couple of years. So I feel your pain there.
You can do it, Marguerite. You can do it. I highly encourage you to get the kit and make
Just
some.
poke it. Just poke it in there.
That's right. Poke it. Make sure you're getting somewhat of a round shape. Eyeball it. It's nothing's. You can take it right out of the styrofoam. That's what's great.
I truly do feel like centerpieces are easier than a wreath.
Yes.
In my opinion, I made some centerpieces just on the spot for our athletic banquet because we had about double the number of tables that I thought we were going to have, and we were using candles and floating candles for centerpieces, and then we had like 6 tables that didn't have anything, and I was like, well, this can't be that. That doesn't work for me.
Right.
So of course I know a place that has a lot of stuff. So I ran back to the shop and grabbed all kinds of things and just threw some stuff together because you had to have something. And I used that pot. It was short. So it was perfect. I felt like it was perfect for those tables. They were round tables. I made it kind of bigger like that, but people could still see around it and they could still see the kids at the front and they could see what was happening, but there was something on the table.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Centerpieces are very easy. You can just poke until it's where you want it to, really.
And I didn't have real styrofoam. I had to get some of Rachel's the stuff she uses for her fresh flowers.
Fresh flower, yeah. That'll work.
I was like, surely this will work.
Yeah, especially if you're not going to, sell it or, you're just for a pinch. Like, it's not going to be a permanent thing. Absolutely.
Well, we used it, and I used those. I think I've sent you some in a kit before, that bundle of the cream-colored pennies.
Uh-huh.
So I used some of those bundles and just opened them up and used those out of there. And then I took it all apart and we had the prom like the next weekend and I reused them at the prom.
Perfect.
Because I didn't glue them in or anything because they were just there for a minute. I was like, okay, so we're going to reuse this. Glitter Shack Creations is here.
Hey! You'd be surprised, too, what you can make in a centerpiece out of scraps.
Right?
Yes, you'd be really surprised. You'd be like, what can I do with all these scraps? You got all these scraps florals laying around. And you're like, what can I make out of that?
Rebecca says Hobby Lobby doesn't carry Halloween at all. I don't guess I knew that.
Not anymore. They used to, many years ago, they used to carry Halloween, but it was like not scary Halloween. It was like happy, okay. Like their witches and skeletons and pumpkins all had like happy faces.
Okay.
But that was like,
kid-like.
Oh my God. Yeah, very kid-like. That was like, how long ago was that? My goodness, it's been quite a bit. There was talk, and I mean talk because I'm a big Halloween enthusiast and decorator, so I belong to a bunch of Halloween groups. There was talk at one point that the Hobby Lobby was going to possibly bring Halloween back, but unfortunately that was just a rumor because we were told that it just was not a big seller for them, so therefore they weren't going to carry it anymore. That
is insane that it was not a big seller for them because Halloween is a crazy big holiday for us.
I thought maybe the biggest reason why was because it was, most people think of Halloween as, unfortunately a devil holiday. And
yes, and I love Halloween. I love the colors and the look and just the funness. I don't know if funness is a word, but it's just a fun time. Like I love to see, we do trunk or treat in our town. Most towns do now. And I love to go and set up my trunk for trunk or treat and hand out the candy and see all the kids. I mean, my kids are teenagers and they still dress up.
Yes, yeah. I think, you know what? I was always taught no matter what it is, as a kid, it doesn't matter what you're doing or what it is as far as a holiday or, an event. You make it your own. You make it
It's
what
your
you
mentality.
want.
If you feel like you're going to go out on Halloween and devil worship, then I mean, that's your choice. I'm going to go out and give a bunch of candy to a bunch of kids and send them home with their moms.
That's right.
Because that's fun to me.
That's right. You don't have to deal with that.
I don't have, now I do. I do have to deal with mine. I thought I was done dealing with the sugar rush, but now there's pigs. And I mean, she was the cutest Raggedy Ann for Halloween this past Halloween. And it was so fun.
I love it. Okay, so since we're on the topic of Halloween, if you guys celebrate Halloween, what was your favorite costume? I'm always curious to see what everyone's favorite was.
Oh, gosh. Well, when I was little, probably Pixie's age, my grandma made me a Raggedy Ann costume, and she made it, wig and all. So then for Pixie's first Halloween, she was Raggedy Ann. So my favorite Halloween costume, even though it's not scary, is probably Raggedy Ann. There's nothing any cuter than a Raggedy Ann baby.
I love it. Love it. Mine was, classic. It was either Dracula or a witch, believe it or not.
Oh, well, of course, because you are a traditionalist when it comes to Halloween.
I am.
So that is very fitting. I do, because I have so many kids, it's more of a kid thing for me. I grew up, my grandma loved Halloween, and there were a lot of us. And her thing, we had a Halloween party every year, and she always dressed up as a fortune teller. And she had the crystal ball and everything, and she had her little tent, and she was in her tent, and everybody had a job. There were games, there were food, we decorated pumpkins, we did all the things, and she loved it. So then as she got older, we kind of moved that to our house, and that kind of died out with trunk or treat because it's we love Halloween.
I love that your grandmother got involved in it. So
she was the best fortune teller that's ever existed. I mean, she knew all the things.
Great. She's always a great imitation.
Yes.
So all I'm doing is adding some moss to kind of finish it off. I have some other greenery too. I kept it kind of loose because I also wanted to add some different greenery in here too. But overall, you get a bunch of product to stick into this little tiny cube like you see me do. And it turns out beautiful. You can scale it down. You can even make it larger than what I made it. You can make it elongated. All you want to do is focus on extending it out this way and making sure your center's a little bit shorter.
I've stopped putting as much greenery because now greenery comes, I don't know if greenery's always been this way. I haven't been doing this for just forever. But it comes in all these different shades for different seasons.
Yes.
Well, when I design something, when I have my mind around something that I want to be year-round like this, then I hate to pick a greenery and put in it because then I feel like that kind of pushes it to a season. And I want people to be able to make it what they want it to be. It's kind of the same thing, with the wreaths. We don't put the base in the kit anymore.
Right. I mean, with greenery, it can be green all year round. It doesn't necessarily have to be, say, for winter. It doesn't have to necessarily be flocked because it's snowy. It's just the type of greenery per se, right, for the season. So I use pine, the pine spray for both fall and Christmas and winter. You can also use it in spring too. Not so much in summer, but you can use pine spray from fall all the way to spring. I have used pine sprays. But basic greenery really can work all the way from all seasons really, and everyday work as well.
We do have some that are clearly every day. Gosh, that's so pretty. I love purple.
And all
It is
I did with the Queen's Anne lace is I staggered them because there's 3 on there, and you do one a little shorter, one a little higher, and one even taller throughout the arrangement, just to give it some depth and dimension.
And if you wanted to add more, we have another Queen Anne's in several shades of purple that is beautiful.
Absolutely.
I did not do it in the kit because it was going to really limit the number of kits we could do because that particular bush has sold so well. But it's beautiful. Beautiful. I love Queen Anne's anyway.
Me too. I love them. I think they're beautiful. They have a lot of texture to them, and they're kind of wispy and airy, which
They are.
I love. So this arrangement, guess what? I can turn this right into fall and add a cream pumpkin into here, off, and add another one off to the other side. Christmas, guess what? All you have to do is, in this case, you can remove it. I would add a little couple of pieces of pine into it, pine sprays into it. Done, ready for Christmas.
And I think you're going to see, if you're somebody that likes to add a bow, you are going to see purples for Christmas this year.
I think purple, bringing purple back for the Christmas season is perfect. It reminds me of royalty. For those that are religious, especially in the Christian community, purple was a symbol of royalty. So purple and gold was really popular. At one point, we used to do a lot of it, and then now it's paired with silver. So the possibilities are endless. Metallics are always going to be a neutral, like we talked about in our color theory with me and Ashleigh on our color wheel. So don't be afraid to, mix metallics into something as well too.
And then all the jewel tones too. The jewels were crazy for Christmas.
Absolutely.
Everywhere.
I seen another designer do a Christmas tree here at a local store here. It's a Christmas store that they do Christmas all year round. It's for wholesalers. And they did a flocked Christmas tree, and it was emerald green with black and white.
Beautiful.
Yes, and then hints of gold and hints of silver, little tiny details mixed into it. So
metallics are everywhere, jewel tones, purples, and then leopard's still hanging in there.
Leopard is still hanging in there. You know what? Here in Florida, it's not such a big thing. I have sold a lot of leopard out towards Texas.
Yes. I think it's a southern thing.
You would think.
We like our leopard.
Hey, that's totally good.
We like leopard, and we like that daggum red truck.
Hey, you know what? I really do like the red truck. I'm not gonna lie.
Stop with the red truck.
I know.
I can't look at that truck another day.
I think it was just overdone. I think
we even have the truck in leopard.
Oh,
we have the truck in leopard. Yep.
Yeah. It's just I think it was overdone and people were over it.
Yeah, yes. I'm over it. Everybody's not over it. I just packed some this morning.
I'm trying to think of what else will be really popular that you can think of for the coming seasons and well into the next year.
Navy
really big.
Navy was everywhere. I love navy, but lots of navy for fall.
Not so much teal anymore. I don't see a lot of teal anymore for fall like you did in previous.
No, but sage, I feel like kind of took the place of teal. It kind of went with that more green tone.
Yeah, that sage color can be easily a neutral. You can mix it with creams for fall, like cream pumpkins, or you can even mix it in with your orange, your traditional orange as well. Yes. So kind of like
velvet too. Anything velvet, just go ahead and get it.
Yes,
go ahead and get it because it is everything right now.
I love velvet. Love it.
Damon.
Velvet. I love it. I love that.
Damon, I'm going to need you to go on somewhere. Adam loves me. Look at Deco Exchange dropping in on our live.
Hey,
everybody fangirl for a minute.
I love David and his community. Love it.
Yes, he does have a great community. He is very helpful when I don't know what I'm doing.
Him and Julie actually doing this and doing Etsy actually.
Yes.
They were the ones
No, I have a friend that was asking, actually my preacher's wife, and she was like, can you help me with Etsy? I was like, no, ma'am, I cannot help you with Etsy because I don't know anything about Etsy and I think it's hard. So no, I was like, but there are lots of people in the world that have Etsy trainings and it is not me. No, thank you.
Yes.
Carrie Martin keeps me busy enough. I can't be taking on anybody else. Well, all right. So it's Friday night, so I'm going to let Adam go and do his Friday night stuff. I don't know what he does, but I'm old, so I'm going to go to bed.
You are not old, okay?
Oh, well, I'm old-ish.
You're old.
I'm old-ish, and it's close to bedtime. When the baby gets up at 4 a.m, then 8 o'clock is bedtime.
8 o'clock.
Yes. So y'all definitely go and grab this.
Yes, go grab the kit, guys.
The kit, the link is in here. You can go back and watch. Are y'all going to bed?
Yeah.
Good night. See you in a minute.
You guys won't be disappointed in this kit. You really won't.
You will not be. You can do so much with this. You can order some extra greenery. If you want some other colors in there, absolutely grab that. And like I said, next week, we've got new stuff coming in. So y'all make sure you're watching your emails. If you're not on our email list, go to trendytree.com, subscribe to that so you can see all the new stuff. But y'all go buy up Adam's kit, come back here, watch him make it, and then send your pictures. Send your pictures to us so we can see them.
Yes.
But we're going to go. So y'all have a great weekend, and we will see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.